Hey y'all, welcome back. Are y'all still watching the mess of the show called Married at First Sight Chicago? Well, I am. So join me as I do a quick rant recap of the show. Just to remind you, I do not do the deep dive, scene by scene reviews, but I do like to discuss the show. And if you like to discuss the show, continue to watch. All right, let's begin with Thomas and Camille. Camille, I need you to stop playing. You are demanding and trying to control and change Thomas to be something that you're so used to. You want this thug love, this thug passion, but you can't even get on your knees and give this man head. Thomas is more than a freak if he is able and willing to give you pleasure, um, and you not reciprocate that. I think you're talking the big talk, but you're not really walking that walk. Because if you were to lead Thomas into that freak that you say you want, I guarantee you he probably is gonna give it to you, and you're gonna be running scared. Um, so let's not try to flip the script on that Thomas is not that man, because I don't even think you're truly allowing him to be that, because at this particular point your complaints are getting annoying, and we are not seeing anything that you are doing for him at all, because he is changing for you. What are you providing for him? So I just want to know, what are you providing for Thomas? um, Continue to grow as we see this show progress. I hope you guys uh, work everything out. You know, you guys are still new as a couple, but as of right now, girl, please, you are fronting. All right, so we're going to speak about the worst couple on this show. And when I say worst, I'm not meaning like, I dislike them, but that the relationship is never going anywhere at all. And that is MM and Ike. Um, I will say, MM came to the show very prepared. She did work on herself, and she said that she went to counseling, worked out some things, to be ready to be married, to claim that husband that she would meet on this show. So I do believe MM was mentally and emotionally ready to be married. Unfortunately, she was matched up with Ike, and for them to continue with this couple and not intervene, is poor TV. Um, it's not even really that thrilling to see this man tear her down like this. Um, to display this behavior towards a woman like this. You know, he has a mother. Like, how would you feel if your mom was dealing with this? Your sister, your niece that you love so much. Like, is this what you want a man to um, present themselves as? If if you are on the outside, but you are in the inside and you're doing this and you're not showing any type of example for anyone at all. um anyway, I didn't mean to like scold this man, but it's very disappointing to see this, because in so many ways he could have easily really just said, I can't do this." instead of choosing to be so rude and mean, nonchalant, have tantrums, because you're making yourself look like the clown. Like in my previous review, I said, is this what he wants? Does he want to be the villain? Like, is this going to give him more fame being a villain than being the nice guy? What was so hard about sitting this woman down and saying, I apologize, but this is not the move I want to make, you know? And maybe they could have still continued to be on the show. Because if you're looking for exposure, you didn't have to be so mean about it. And just to do it to MM, who, really put herself out there, and to be embarrassed like this, oh, I don't even know what I would do, like, at all. Um, so I really hope these counselors, well, anyway, they're not going to do anything. Um, and we'll see what unfolds in the next episode um, with them. I really do hope that it can end smoothly, and she can be happy um, when it's all said and done. So next up is the boring couple. I believe we're gonna say Juan and Carla. Juan and Carla. Unfortunately, Juan is not going to take Carla out of the friend zone. She's there, and she's gonna stay there. Now, will they continue to be friends after the show? I don't know, but Juan is definitely a selfish man, and he does not want to be married. And I think they both are using each other to remain on the show. Um, I'm not sure if he's trying to promote his business, but Juan is not here to be married, and it's not even a secret, guys. Like, he's too playful, and if sometimes you could say that he may be nervous, or that's who he is. He's just got that happy spirit. This man is masking a lot of things because he doesn't want to be married to Carla. Is Carla his type? I don't know. I haven't seen any or heard of any exes, or saying he's been interested with anyone else. But it has been said by both of them they never dated uh Latino, so it is new. But I just they once again they're just placeholders at this point for each other to get what they need from this show. Carla needs a roof over her head and food, and Juan needs to sell furniture. So that's what I'm getting out of this too. That's all I gotta say. Next up is Michelle and David. I am not going to say, talk badly about David, because I do agree with him. Um, you know, most people who watch the show would be upset and be like, "Oh, he's a liar," and be on Michelle's side. But for me, I'm going to justify, like, David, you didn't want me. Like, now you care. No, ma'am. You don't get to pick and choose what you want from me. Um, Michelle is displaying um, jealousy. She's realizing she is not the only blonde and blue eyed woman that David is interested in, and 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 she is jealous. Basically, she is jealous, envious, and she allowed her woman intuition to work, and she listened, which is what a woman. I applaud her. She and, but the thing is that you can't turn on when you want uh to be with somebody and when to not even be with anyone, because she didn't really say. She tried to say that, yeah, the door wasn't all the way closed. Girl, you don't want this man. Whatever you trying to play um like the victim is out the door with me. You are not the victim, boo, because uh you pushed this man out the door. That's all I'm gonna say. You pushed him out the door, and somebody walked in the door with him, because you were mean, uh spiteful, uh unwilling to give when he tried to talk to you and get to know you. And Dr. Cal really thought y'all guys was going to really talk about y'all lives when y'all can't even sit in the same room together. Like, what show is Dr. Calvin watching? Because he know you guys don't get along. So why would he even sit there and say, you guys need to talk more about your life? Please, please, Dr. Calvin, just stop. Because uh, if you are a true counselor, pastor, doctor, the title that they want to give you, then you would have called on a long time ago and told these two people to walk away, because there was no fixing it. You knew Michelle wasn't gonna let go of her her notions about this man living his parents, his money, and her fear of being poor. So I blame you, doctor, for allowing this to continue. That's who I'm blaming. Not David and not Michelle, the doctor. Anyway, David is wrong for lying, because at this particular point, he know he's not going nowhere with Michelle. So why are you keeping her there? You could have easily cut ties and be like, we're done, and let the show continue. They more than likely will still be paying you guys, or whatever you guys are trying to stay on this show for, to humiliate yourselves even more. is is crazy. If you unhappy, go. I mean, I guess the contract or whatever, but you guys still have the choice of saying, I don't want to be married. They can't force you to stay married with anybody. Um, so David, you definitely could have said something, unless you are trying to stick it to her and make her feel some type of way. I get that, because she was definitely cutting you down, boy. She was cutting you down like a lumberjack. Every day you was not good enough. Every day it was a complaint. So, but just don't hurt her, because then I guess at the same time you are the bad guy like Ike. Then, and I don't like him. I just speak the truth and move on. Okay, David? Please don't let this go on longer. I really hope you man up and shut this down and let everybody just go their way, wherever y'all going. Um, Lastly, Alan, 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 you talk too much and you never shut up. Oh my God, Alan, you have good points. You are a great communicator, But sometimes, somewhere in your head, it has to tell you, okay, just stop. Stop. You're talking too much. Your mouth got you into trouble. And I hate that for you because this episode was promising until you talked a little too much. If you couldn't find the right word to say to this woman, then you should have said, you know what, let me come back because I don't want to offend you. But you chose to speak anyways. And then you came back and followed it, and then you talked some more at the gym. Like, oh my God, you just don't know how to stop. But the thing is I get what you are saying. I get it. I do. But sometimes it's not the right time. Okay? This woman is one, she already don't truly like you. So whatever you say is going to she's going to try to make it the way she wants to hear it. Um and I unfortunately, I'm going to say this to Maddison. Transactional is something that you are doing. Unfortunately, yes, you can take transactional as hoish ways, like but David is providing some transactions to you, and you are accepting those transactions. We don't know nothing David likes to do. Everything he's been trying to everything that we seen you guys do was on the behalf of Maddison. She likes to be outside. She likes the gym. She likes what has David shown us that he likes to do? You take him to the bars. Let's take shots. I mean, he's done everything for you. So, unfortunately, it seems like you do like for you display that you like to be chased. If you're saying that you don't give it up, or you do like to be chased. Um and unfortunately, David is not in the running to get anything out of chasing you. You're not going to get caught by um Alan. I call him David. Alan. Um you don't want Alan to catch you at all. So what he thought is pretty much true. You are, I think his word he meant to say is a tease. You are a tease. You want to say it's because of your looks and the way you act and things like that, but you got to also think about how you are displaying yourself to him, because he doesn't know you. um your mouth is raunchy every time we see you, and we could blame this on editing. You want to party, you want to take shots. So I think to most people that's watching you, which sucks, is that you are a tease. There's been scenes where you and Carla are all hugged up and everything on each other. Like, there's unfortunately, he is definitely looking at the cover and not reading the book. But um this is why you guys are going through the process to getting to know each other. So um we can't truly be mad at Alan for what he said he thought from the initial meeting and um the wedding, but he's getting to know you, and he apologized. I hate that you say that this is something that you deal with often. Um and that is for all women. Definitely been there as well. But the thing is that you are making him to be the bad guy when he was really having a conversation. Wording wrong was wrong, yes, but there was no ill intent in that at all. You guys love to use this word triggered. Um, that sucks if you were triggered. But this is why you guys need to speak up. I mean, you claim that, you're trying to get to know Alan and you care for him, and he's trying to get to know you. So that's where conversation, communication works. If there was not any um display that you are interested in someone else on the show, I would say that you guys could possibly work it out. But yeah, you're not interested in Alan at all. So I think that's what heightened your reaction to what he said. Yeah, I don't really think you were that hurt by those words. I think that gave you um a sympathy vote because you were mean. The same as with Michelle and David. Michelle got a sympathy vote because she was mean. Like, you guys are running with what these people are doing to what you're claiming that your hurt triggered you, um, just be just to take the to soften the blow on how you're acting on the show towards these guys. You guys are definitely evil women to me because uh, you guys could definitely say you don't want to be with these guys. That's all I'm saying. Why are you continue? Once again, you guys are definitely um, there to get compensated or whatever on this show because there's no reason why you guys are still on this show. Sometimes these they just need to let y'all just start all over. But anyway, that is my review on this show, my rant. Let me know your thoughts, insights on the cast, and I will be back next week with another review. Thank you for joining me. Bye.